You think you're smart? Well, I have 3 challenges, and it's a battle of wits between us. You will fail. This episode of Scam School brought to you by lynda.com. Welcome to the show that deeply, deeply apologizes in advance for all the hangovers you're about to receive. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. Howdy, I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and this week we are back with Marcus Eddy, but he is not the scammer. He is the scammy as I try to defeat him with not 1, not 2, but 3 puzzle challenges. I suppose you guys could play along as well. All right, we are back again. We've got Jonathan, we got Marcus, and we got Michelle. Here's the thing. I am going to give you 3 different puzzle challenges. These are all things you can do at the bar using just a napkin and a pen. They're great because once they're up here, you can bring them out at any time. If you get any of these 3, I'll buy you guys drinks. For every one you want the answer to, I'm going to sell it to you, all right?
Okay, that works.
First one we're going to do, I'm going to set up all 3 of these, and if you get one before the break, then great. Okay. But after the break, we'll see what they all mean. Think of a calculator, or maybe a digital clock readout, okay? So you got those little LED thingies. I'm going to draw a series of kind of nonsense characters separated by a little comma here. So the first one is just this dash. And then the question is, what comes in this last space right there? All right, now you can start thinking about that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set you up with another one.
What?
Okay. All right. This one might be a little bit easier. I'm gonna write down the word new door. Your job is to take those letters and rearrange them to create just one word.
One word? Okay.
Has to use all of the letters, but it has to create one word.
Got it.
All right, next one. I'm gonna put a bunch of words, and it's your job to figure out what their significance is. So the first one is fast. The next one is beauty. Next one is home. The next one is war. The next one is king. The next one is feast, sky, then it's ocean, and then dead. But this last one does not belong. Okay. So, how about that? So 3 challenges worth a beer each. Yeah. First one are the crazy calculator symbols. You gotta figure out what they mean, and most importantly, which one goes in the last slot. This one, you gotta take the letters for new door and arrange it so it creates one word. And then finally, you need to explain to me why this makes sense. Who's gonna go first?
Do they have anything to do with each other?
Nope, they're all 3 totally independent.
All right.
That first one is a monster. It is, it really
Let's do that one, knock it out.
I think I got that one.
You've got this
right.
one?
I think I got that one.
You got the goods?
I'm gonna do it.
All right,
I'm gonna do it.
All right, here, I'm gonna put, here, I'll tear this out.
Okay, wait, what is it? One,
So we got
new.
There we go,
go.
keep it to yourself.
You got
Write
it
it down.
Wait, or you don't know it?
No, I don't know it.
Are you mad?
Yeah, a little bit.
You want to have him
little
school you?
bit.
Because I think he's got it.
I can get like 5 of them.
All right, so like, what do you got?
Maybe. Well, looking to like put DR together, like drown. What comes? There's an EO left.
What I have is wooden,
Yeah.
but
Nice.
then you have that extra f***ing...
Woodener.
I think I have that one.
I'm gonna let you say it later.
Yes.
But I like watching them twist. What
Yeah.
about this one? You think you're
Oh
on
my
something?
gosh, I am lost on that one. Because these are calculator symbols.
Well,
Quote unquote.
Well, I mean, they're what you can see on a calculator,
Okay, I got
right?
you.
It's
Okay.
like it's that typical LED.
Yeah.
You know, like you think of a digital 8 or whatever.
Right.
That's what's used to make all of
Like
these up.
every third one has got this E thing going on, but like a different piece is missing.
See, at first I thought it was like spelling something. The classic calculator thing where you turn it upside down and you spell words.
All
That's what
we're
I
trying
thought
to do
that
on
was.
this is find a pattern, right?
Yeah,
Figure out what
there is
comes
a
next.
very simple, very deliberate pattern that once you detect it, it'll be obvious what
unsee
comes
it.
next.
I'm at loss for that one.
All right, put that on pause. What about this
Okay.
guy right here?
This one. Fast, beauty, home, war, king, feast. So I'm thinking king's feast. Let's see. Love and war. No, not love and war. Beauty and war. No. Fast, home.
And I'll be the first to admit, some of these, once I understood what these were about, some of them obviously tracked one for one. Like I was like, oh, that's clearly what this means. Some of them were a little bit softer on the others. But the concept,
So
once
there's
you
a
get it,
relationship.
Okay, so
Like
all of them or a
sky,
couple of them?
ocean,
Up, down.
down, king's feast,
I mean, that sounds like it goes together.
war at home.
I'll give you a pretty fat hint here.
Two,
I'm gonna
two,
give you
two,
actually.
yes.
one.
I'm gonna give you a giant hint. This one is not. This one is very much a sequence one. You could just keep on doing this one forever.
Okay.
This one is not a sequence one. They are items that track to another set of items, and once you see the relationship, it'll be obvious.
So it's like another word for fast would be blah blah blah. Another word for beauty
these
would
have
be.
a relationship not to each other,
Yeah.
but to another set of matching things. God, these are the worst instructions.
Wow,
I'm
that's
just
hardcore.
pissing you off even
That
worse,
is
aren't I?
hardcore. I'm thinking another word for fast, another word for beauty, another word for home. That's what I'm
Right.
thinking.
All right, so fast,
Quick,
speed.
pretty quick. I don't know. Let's see.
Again, don't, when you say pretty quick, you're relating them together. They don't relate to each
nice.
other.
That's right.
Just to one other object.
Think of it this way, and again, this is a second level hint. Like at this point, you owe me like a shot of bourbon.
Totally.
There's a thing that is associated with fast. There is a thing that is associated with beauty. There's a thing that is associated with home.
I'm at a loss.
Are you calling it?
I'm gonna call this
This
one.
is the moment when the annoyance gets higher
Oh my
than
God.
your desire to save
Wait.
money on beer.
I'm totally lost in
Wait,
that. Both
wait,
of these
wait.
right here.
Wait.
You have it, Michelle.
Wait, I don't. But I just. So this is what my qualm is. Fast. So is this an adjective for? Are you saying this is an adjective for something? So I'm using fast to describe perhaps my vehicle because it is fast. It's right out front.
I would say,
you gotta
here's,
prove it. You gotta prove it now.
all right, I would
not
like to
lucky.
point out, this is your third or fourth hint on this one. Just
I don't know.
FYI.
You know what? I'm done.
There's a cloud associated in the
Hey,
sky.
man,
That's a-
you want to know what could be
this
fast?
one is
Is you
throwing
could
me
get the answers fast if you shut up and thank our sponsors. Look, man, the whole reason you're watching Scam School is because you want to better yourself. You want to acquire the skills that'll let you score free drinks, get the girl's phone number, or just be the center of attention at the bar. And hopefully it's working out great so far. But what if you were able to do the exact same thing to improve your freaking life? Pick up real skills that'll get you a better job, get you ahead of the rest of the pack. Guess what? It's not a lie. It's lynda.com. Lynda.com gives you all you can eat 24/7 unlimited access to 77,000 video tutorials on everything from software, creative, and business skills. It's less than $25 a month and you get top quality videos taught by expert instructors with real world experience. Look, man, you can learn web design, programming, photography, business, audio, video, 3D, and animation. They got new courses added every week and you can save and prioritize your courses so that you can progress at your own pace. Hell, man, they even have an iPhone app so you can learn on the go wherever you are. But here's the best part. You get 7 days of unlimited free trials if you go to lynda.com/scamschool right now. Sign up, dive in for 7 days, learn all the stuff, and then, quit. Say backsies. Thanks for all the knowledge, Linda. All right. I'm going to start with the second one because I genuinely think that you have.
Oh yeah.
All right, you want to take it away?
I totally want to do this.
Here, go
All
for it.
In fact, so we got to turn new door, rearranging the words into one word, right? So let's see. ONEWORD.
Shut up. One word. One word.
Boom.
No.
I'm out.
He just
And
dropped
I'm out.
the mic.
I'm out.
All right, that's one. That's a good one.
Wow.
That's all I have.
Were you holding back on either of the others?
I have no idea what the other ones are.
Here's the thing. When I first saw this one, I immediately thought of some easy progressions of what it would be. Maybe this tracks to A, this tracks to B, this tracks to C, and I couldn't figure it out. And I thought, well, maybe there's just numbers. I'm like, well, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and I couldn't understand how those could be any of those. But it turns out that I was exactly on the right track.
Okay.
But with the wrong presuppositions. I kept trying to think of this first one as being 1 or A or the first of the sequence. Truth is, this is just straight up the numbers going upwards. But it starts with 0. And every single one of these is everything but the number lit up. So for this first one, 0, that's 0.
Yes.
That's 1.
Okay.
That's 2. If we were going to do the exact opposite of each of these, turn off all the ones that are on, turn on all the ones that were off,
Yes.
then 0 would become that.
Yeah.
1 would become that.
Wow.
2 would become
Really?
that. And now, here's the really sneaky part. There are 2 sneaky aspects, okay? The first thing is that the series starts with 0. And that the second sneaky part is the question is, what belongs in this one?
That is it, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
Nothing belongs there because 8, all of them would be flipped on. So the
Yes.
inverse would be all of them flipped off.
You sneaky aspect.
Okay, which brings us to the last one. Fast,
Oh my
Beauty, Home, War, King, Feast, Sky, Ocean, and Dead. Oops, I mean not dead.
Nice.
Now, I
almost
can't
don't
believe
want to know this one.
you guys never asked me anything about the dead, with the X on there. And the reason is, when I first learned this puzzle, dead did not have an X through it.
Okay.
But nowadays, dead does have an X through it. Can you think of a set of 9 things? And it used to be 9.
The planets.
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter,
Oh my God.
Saturn, Uranus,
Yeah,
Neptune,
and
and
Pluto.
Pluto with an X through it. So yeah, so Mercury is of course fast, the god of speed and quickness.
Wow.
Beauty is Venus, of course. Home is Earth, of course. Mars is war. King for Jupiter,
Yes.
right? Because
Nice.
he's king of the
Yes.
gods. Feast I had to look up. That's a reference. Saturnalia was the big feast that the Romans had.
Yeah,
That one's a little bit
yeah.
dicey.
Oh, no, sorry, but yeah.
Yeah. So sky for Uranus, ocean for Neptune, god of the sea, and then Pluto was the god of the dead, but now he's out of the club, and now
I'll eat so
you
many
guys
beverages.
have all the answers and I get free beers. Thank you. Now, we've said it before, when you do those tricks to get everyone's attention and become the center of the party, that's when you're building value. But remember, it's the puzzles that are gonna score you free drinks based purely on their frustration as they can't figure out the answer. So I wanna hear all about your success stories and failure stories. Post them down in the comments, I read all of that stuff. And if you wanna suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@schwood.com. Don't forget that the Scam School book is out. Scam School book is so freaking badass. It's got QR codes that take you to audio commentaries, special demonstrations, and even links to the original episodes if you want to see these tricks performed live and in the field. They're all available along with a ton of other badass stuff at scamstuff.com. Now don't forget, you're gonna wanna join us next week because we're gonna learn how you can take 3 toads and a bullet and make their heads explode. You just,
Beauty, pageant,
Person.
person, yeah. Beauty. I would say
car
like
person?
pretty. I don't know.
Car,
Home,
person,
house.
family,
The house is not a home.
house.
He started. I know.